with another one. So I ran across this IG post that Solar, Sassy Solar, he used to be an ex-carbonation member of Nature Boy. I don't know if he was at a hotel in a tropical island or a restaurant, bar and grill, wherever he was at. This guy that he's arguing with is co-owner of the establishment, and allegedly Sassy Solar was sitting outside, I guess, having some drinks. It appeared to me when I seen him in another post, it looked like maybe he was drinking a raw juice or whatever. Maybe it's like one of those organic places where they make organic drinks, health drinks and stuff like that. However, he was outside and the guy had made a racial gesture to him and called him the N word, and you could tell he was not very comfortable or happy with being called that. So he had put himself on live so that his followers could hear this man literally say blatantly, do you realize that the world is racist? And that's not true. That could be farther from the truth. You are being racist. What you said was racist. And even if he was acting the way you felt he was acting to call him that name, that should have been something you kept inside. You running an establishment, the way you feel and the way you treat someone because of how you feel, you don't take to work. I thought the man was very unprofessional. Um, Sassy Solar could have handled it a little better. However, I think that triggers anyone of color when they're being called the N word. And I think that at the same time as well, he handled it better than I would. Um, I honestly don't know where he's at, but I think that he needs to get out of there fast, because when you have someone blatantly admit in your face that that's what they are, or this is the reason why the world, he says the world is this way, is because of the behavior of people of color. And anybody could be the N word, because to me that stands for ignorance, and that could be any race or color. And it's just really unfortunate that he thought that it was okay. He was comfortable with admitting that that's how he felt, and he thought he was right. That's what's scary, is when somebody is that um in a bubble and been raised a certain way, they start to believe their own lies. They start to believe the upbringing of how they probably were raised growing up as a kid and what they were taught by their parents. And they grew up as an adult and they really believe what they're saying in their head. And this is how people all around the world end up getting hurt, because you hurt somebody else with words that are very powerful, words that are really ignorant, and words that are meant to hurt people. If it's not physically hurting them, it's mentally hurting them. And that's exactly what this guy um was trying to do. He was trying to get him probably out of his establishment. Sassy Solar probably did something that was unfamiliar with him, or he wasn't comfortable with, or maybe he felt like he didn't belong there, and basically picked a fight by saying those racist words, and it just went to a place that it didn't have to go. But good thing he had sense enough to know to record it, to protect himself, because the next thing this man said after Sassy Solar flipped out and got into his feelings because of being called that word, he wants to say, now you're going to go to jail. Now he's going to go to jail after you called him a racial slur. That's how they keep you in control. After they disrespect you, and I'm not saying they as in everyone, everyone's not the same, every race is not the same. Now they want to put the popo in it. When when you said the word, you wasn't thinking about calling them before, so why are you trying to call them now? It's like trying to super save because now you know you did something wrong, and you're looking at being unalived at this point because you said something that could potentially get you hurt. You know what I'm saying? Words are very powerful. Things that people say, whether they're angry, being racist, or sarcastic or funny, you need to really understand what you're saying, how a person's going to react to it. And if you think they're going to react to it in a negative way, if you feel that way, you can always feel that way, but you got to keep it to yourself, because that is not cool to make it okay to say that to someone and then try to make it make sense.